Welcome, Barstow Community College students, to the Transfer and Career Center tutorial on the UC Transfer Admission Guarantee application, also known as TAG. Step 4, completing the My Transfer Plan sections. Let's get started. So for this tutorial, you should already be logged into your UCTAP account. If you need assistance creating a UCTAP account, please see our tutorial, Step 1, Creating a UCTAP Account. Since you're already logged into your UCTAP account, for this tutorial, we're going to be going over the My Transfer Plan sections. So that's going to be the where and when I plan to transfer, applying for the Transfer Admission Guarantee, also known as TAG, and then also some important reminders about applying for transfer admission, where you can see your messages, and also where you can see your record review. So we're going to get started with the where and when I plan to transfer. Once you click on that tab, what you're going to enter is the term and year that you plan to transfer to a UC. So this is the semester that you'll be starting at the UC. So for instance, if spring of 2021 is my last semester at Barstow Community College, that means fall of 2021, I would like to be attending a UC. So I'm going to select fall of 2021, and down here I'm going to check off any campuses that I'm interested in transferring to. So you can also visit the transfer admission sites here. Once you've clicked off a campus, you're also going to select your intended major if you know what it is. If not, you can select the not sure yet. However, I highly encourage you to decide on which major you're interested in. The sooner the better, so that way you can make sure that as you're meeting with your counselor, you're fulfilling all of the major preparatory classes, if applicable. So once you've selected your intended major, you're going to move on to the bottom of the page, where you're going to also select the UC transfer programs you might be interested in preparing for. You can learn more about those programs by clicking on the Learn More tabs. If you see a program that you're interested in, like TAG, you definitely want to click it off and click off any other programs that you're interested in receiving more information on. So what's cool is that if you click off TAG, there's going to be a little notice that's going to pop up letting you know that your plan is not showing you have 60 semester units completed before your intended term of transfer, and that there also appears to be one gap in education. If you don't get a pop-up, that's great. That means that you probably don't have any errors on your application and it's safe for you to move forward. However, you still want to schedule an appointment with a Transfer and Career Center advisor so that way we can review your application and make sure you don't have any mistakes. Once you again have selected the campuses and majors that you're interested in more information on, you're just going to hit that Save button. So now we're going to click on the Apply for a Transfer Admission Guarantee. Once we click there, we want to indicate and verify that our current community college that we're attending is Barstow, reaffirm the term and year that we plan to transfer, and then select the UC campus that we would like to apply to. So this is for TAG. So for TAG, you can only select one campus. The campus that you select should be based on various options. 1, making sure that you meet the minimum GPA requirement, and 2, that you're going to fulfill the major preparatory classes that are required when you're ready to transfer. The easiest way for you to see the TAG requirements for each UC campus is to go to admissions.universityofcalifornia.edu/counselors/tag-matrix.pdf. You can also just Google UC TAG Matrix for 2021 and it'll take you to this document. On this document, it's going to explain to you who can file for TAG. To pursue a TAG, students must meet A, B, and C, and as you get farther down, it's going to give you the GPA requirements for each of the campuses that participate in TAG. For instance, Riverside is our closest UC. So the minimum UC transferable units that you need to have completed at the time of your TAG application is 30. The minimum UC transferable units you need to have fulfilled in order to qualify for TAG is 60. So that means by the end of the spring 2021 semester, you need to have your 60 units. In addition, as we go over to the next column, which is going to show us the minimum GPA required for TAG, we can see here the different colleges at UC Riverside. So if your major is in the College of Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences, the minimum GPA is a 2.8. If your intended major is at the Marlin and Rosemary Bournes College of Engineering, your minimum GPA is a 3.0 that is required for TAG. Again, College of Natural and Agricultural Science is a 2.8, School of Business is a 2.8, Graduate School of Education is a 2.7, and the School of Public Policy is also a 2.7. So again, refer to this document to see if you meet the TAG requirements, or you can also schedule an appointment with the Transfer and Career Center for assistance. Now that you have a good idea as to what TAG campuses you may qualify for, you're ready to select a campus. So go ahead and select the campus that you're interested in submitting a TAG application to, and then you're going to select your major. So whatever your intended major is, you want to select that, and then you definitely want to read through this checklist of options. So there's a lot of important information here that you don't want to pass over. Once you've done that, you're going to start the TAG submission. Once you've hit that TAG submission button, again, if you have any pop-up warnings, make sure you go back and correct those. I have these because of course I didn't input all these courses for this application since I'm not technically applying for a TAG. But if you get these little pop-up warnings, definitely pay attention to them and make the needed corrections before submitting your TAG. So this is where you want to confirm the term that you are transferring for, the campus that you want the TAG for, your intended major, and then it's just confirming the filing period. So the deadline for TAG for this current year is September 30th of 2020. Also, the next section is going to ask you, have you prepared to meet the requirements of any of the following additional UC transfer programs? Therefore, if you are following a UC transfer pathway or a Pathways Plus, you're going to want to indicate that here. In order to learn more about those pathways, click the Learn More button. Also, any additional comments regarding your TAG application can be inputted in this section. Then you're going to hit the Next Step button. So this is step 2 of 4. So for here, you're going to review and confirm the following items related to your transfer admission guarantee. You must agree to these in order to submit your application. So you're going to check off each one of these fields. So you'll definitely want to read through them as you're checking them off to make sure you have a firm understanding of what the requirements are. Then you're going to hit Next Step. So from here, this is going to be your submission page. Once you hit the Submit TAG button, there's no going back. So make sure that you have completely filled out your application, and that I highly recommend that you meet with someone from the Transfer and Career Center so that way we can review your application before you submit it. So I'm not going to hit this button, but you would hit this button. So another important thing is that after you apply for TAG, you still have to apply for admission. So this is the Transfer Admission Guarantee, which is completely separate from the UC admissions application. So as you can see here, this little tab is going to take you to the UC application. The UC application filing period for fall of 2021 is November 1st of 2020 through November 30th of 2020. So you apply almost a whole year in advance. In addition, underneath your Messages tab, you're going to have any messages from the UCs. So as you've selected programs of interest and other information on your application, it's going to pop up here under your Messages tab. You can also hit the Record Review. You're going to see all of your personal information. So this is kind of your one-stop shop where you can see everything that you've inputted as far as your personal contact information and other outreach and student support programs that you are participating in or checked off that you are interested in. This concludes our tutorial on Step 4, completing the My Transfer Plan of the UC TAG application. If you need assistance, please contact us at transfer@barstow.edu. And don't forget, it's highly recommended that you schedule an appointment with a Transfer and Career Center representative so that way we can double check your application before you submit it. You can schedule an appointment with the Transfer and Career Center through your student portal and also by visiting College Central Network. Please watch our tutorial on scheduling an appointment with the Transfer and Career Center if you need assistance scheduling an appointment. Or again, you can also email the Transfer and Career Center at transfer@barstow.edu. If you need any assistance, please contact the Barstow Community College Transfer and Career Center by emailing us at transfer@barstow.edu.